12 of their first 13. In fact, Jim, I looked at some of the numbers as Gorgie Jang fires a three, can't connect. Timberwolves, when they were 10-8 through the first 18 games of the season, they averaged nearly 30 a game in the first quarter. They were one of the highest scoring teams in the league. During the 9-game losing, Davis, who's officiating the game, was at the Nike headquarters today as well.
Everybody loves a deal around Christmas, Dave Benz.
Well, you come to Oregon, there's no sales tax, which is always nice. Hassan Whiteside with the rebound and the putback.
Playing confidently, they need him to be this Andrew Wiggins.
Bob Covington, no. Timberwolves are just 1 of 7 from downtown.
Be nice to see Robert Covington catch fire as well. He got into foul trouble in the third quarter, really was kind of taken out of the game. Good defense by Wiggins, and there's Hassan Whiteside. Second chance.
Partially blocked by Whiteside, and it will be Blazers.
A spark. So Dave and Jim, Saunders is continuing to mix and match different guys, but when they get production from the bench like they did last night, it is so helpful, especially down a...
Be nice to see Jalen Noel again. He had a couple nice drives in the game last night against Denver. Was able to play some successful minutes for Minnesota as a G Leaguer.
By the way, for Noel, Jim, this is his 3rd consecutive game, back to back to back, because he
saw the video of that. Come on,
Jalen Noel unable to connect, still looking for his first made 3.
Gary Trent Jr. loses the dribble. Andrews had a heck of a quarter, 11 points.
Andrew, the spin blocked by Whiteside.
And they run the flare screens and then they rescreen.
Whiteside, no. Timberwolves get a stop. Orleans lead back to 4. See the second chance scoring there. Timberwolves being shut out in that regard. Hassan Whiteside pulling down yet another rebound, his 7th of the game. He had 17 last night, and Lillard.
And that's why you call timeouts. You call timeouts to reset, running to the side of his body, and he's making contact. There's a reason for it.
Teague for Gorgie Jang underneath. Gorgie gets position, and Wiggins.
Foul.
Yep. No whistle, however, and now Napier will reach in.
It's a good foot. And so you think about that timeout that Terry Stotts took to get C.J. McCollum back into the game.
An 11-2 run by Portland, and they're looking to push it even further off the takeaway. Lillard 3.
Right away.
Teague gets the floater, can't get it to drop. About a 5-second.
Just to have 2 guys that can just play in isolation like that. So good from outside the arc, so good at driving to the rim.
And both so good when they get to the free throw line. McCollum
so playing.
Okogie unable to connect at the rim. And the Blazers with the basketball. Largest lead of the game for either team was 11 by Portland. Timberwolves' largest lead was just 1. Okogie got a hand on it. Tolliver dives to save it into the hands of McCollum.
Great save.
And McCollum unable to connect. Timberwolves get the ball.
That's nice of you to mention that, Dave.
Whiteside.
Died right now.
Lillard, no. Whiteside. And the second chance scoring continues for Portland.
Again, if you just come and collapse on him.
Okogie.
I'm not sure what J.O.'s doing right now.
Looks a little out of control. Although on the defensive end, he's been fantastic.
Yeah. G got caught on the baseline.
Ooh.
And that's just a complete flop.
Gorgie. Oh, man. Gorgie tried to take it up strong. Wanted a foul call.
Get back, G.
G is still staring down the officials. And now Napier takes the basketball away. The Timberwolves are collecting turnovers here in this third quarter.
Shabazz Napier's everywhere.
Blazers have already turned it over 5 times in this quarter, but
Wolves can't capitalize.
Whiteside leaves it short. Wolves are getting stops.
Second, you know, and then put you back in. So
good coaching.
Communication is key, you know. I mean, guys don't mind if you just, like, you know, and then it's good for Gorgie to come sit next to him versus go to the end of the bench.
Lillard gets it right back, then feeds Whiteside, and a whistle comes in. And 7.5 assists a game as well. McCollum step back, drills the triple.
If you're Andrew, nice job there taking on the defense, but Whiteside wins again.
It's his 5th block tonight, Jim.
Yeah, we just knew he was going to be a problem the way he's been playing for this team. He's been a stat sheet stuffer.
He had
13 double-doubles in a row coming into this game.
Whiteside being one of those reclamation projects.
Well, Pat Riley paid him, you know.
Wiggins denied inside, and that is going to be block number 6. Whiteside has a 10-block game to his credit earlier this year.
He's got multiple triple-doubles, points, rebounds, blocks.
And he could possibly get that. Lillard with his first points of the second half. Keita baits Diop, no. Whiteside pulls down another rebound. That's his 18th board tonight. McCollum.
Step back again. Getting second chance points just like that. Getting offensive rebound putbacks. And those are second chance points right there. Where he got blocked at the rim and didn't get a foul call. And sat him down, and now he's back in the game, producing. Oh my goodness.
Gary Trent Jr. gets it.
Just like the Houston Rockets try to do, but not everybody has James Harden. James Harden and the kind of players they have. When you have Westbrook and Chris Paul last year, and you have James Harden, you can do all that.
Gorgie Jang got a hand on it.
Portland did have a 11-point lead at one time in this game, but Minnesota's just been chipping away.
Whiteside.
That's unbelievable that he made that shot. He just is not.
Covington unable to connect. That's the first shot attempt of the second half for Covington.
0 for 4 from outside the arc.
And 0 for 4 from the field as a whole.
Great defense by Noel.
Did a great job staying in front of him.
Yeah, he really did.
Last touched by...
One of the reasons why Gorgie feels like he needs to pump fake is because he does have a slow release. As Hassan Whiteside makes a really difficult shot, Gorgie tried to get the strip. But Gorgie's shot motion takes a long time. The windup takes forever, and you could theoretically block his shot from a long distance out on a closeout.
Wiggins attacks, and Andrew able to get him. Bazemore.
This dude.
Gorgie, corner 3. Wolves in dire need of it.
That's just, it's difficult.
Wolves get another stop. Rocco trying to make up for it, and he's rejected by Whiteside. To get rid of it, does. Lillard gets it away as the shot clock expires, and Whiteside comes up with an offensive rebound and a putback.